turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Throwing to start the drive, Anthony. And his first pass is incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On 1st and 10, Anthony. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The Raiders at 2-10 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Anthony. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. He's got him in. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 30. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Raiders' 22-yard line.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And boy, he is very... First down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he is out of bounds here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To the right side, it's Kelsey. Touchdown! Travis Kelsey, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Watch out now, 50 Fury.
Off the play fake, Anthony. And this one too low.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Anthony. And that's complete to Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, Bart, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, Anthony. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes, because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Cluster, 6, Edo blue. Flight blue.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it out in order to try and get the upset win.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And that last throw, CD, going to move him even further up that all-time passing leaderboard as he just moved beyond Broadway Joe Namath at 27,663 yards.
And that's impressive because Joe Namath, my goodness, he could throw a football. I mean, it was just gorgeous the way he threw it. Rallied his Jets to a Super Bowl win, one of the greatest upsets in NFL history. Broadway Joe, the man.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Chiefs have moved out in front. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A second quarter score from L.A. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Ready, set.
Second down and 8. Back to throw. Anthony. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They'll get 34 yards there.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So that challenge, a successful one. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Mahomes now on first down. Thomas brings it in. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 34 yards. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chiefs 21, Raiders 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
At their own 13-yard line.
Ready.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? And that's caught inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. And it'll be intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. 43. Throwing now is Mahomes. He gets it to Thomas. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First down, Kansas City.
And again, it's Mahomes. This is caught. Touchdown. Mecole Hardman as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14.
Raiders 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Ready. Shot, 17. Blue strike. Ready.
Throwing on first down, Anthony. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Okay, ready?
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They go play action here on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Oh, he still makes a catch, even though it was tapped by the linebacker. 20! And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdes-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Let's go. Smash, red.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught by Thomas for a Kansas City touchdown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying?
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
3-3.
On 1st and 10, Anthony. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That's good. Las Vegas. 1st and goal. 4-yard line.
Looking to throw. Anthony. Aiming for Jacobs. He's got him. Reeling it in on the out route. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson. Up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
On second down, another run for Dillon. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Dillon now on first and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a second and 11 now after the loss. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
And now Las Vegas, first down. First and 10.
They look to throw now on first down. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs, finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a third and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a second and 10. Back to throw again. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. And the Chiefs showing a dime look as they defend this third down.
Brings up third down.
Operating from the gun, Anthony. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
At the 44-yard line.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football, and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, Oh, that's football for me.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run once more with Dillon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Dillon. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go play action. Now Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he'll get it inside the 35.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun, it's Dillon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Well, able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 33 yards that time. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first down. Anthony, he's going to loft one deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Back to throw. Anthony. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. He's got a man complete. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,